Hello everyone, I am Doomguy Fieri, joined by Electric. We are here for Puncayshun versus Rock, set to GSA playoffs for Super Mario 64 70 star. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Oh, I know I'm excited. This is going to be a really awesome match based on the performance we saw from Punkay yesterday. Let's see if he's able to pull out that same level of just insane consistency, because if he's not, RockChalk could certainly give him what's for on that.
Yeah, Punkay with that insane run. I think he was just a few seconds off world record pace going into Tippy.
Yeah, I think just like 2 seconds off after HMC. So just a really wild run from the good old Pancake Jones. So we'll have to see if he's able to pull out something similar today. As both these guys getting readied up, Punkay just messing around with Cannonless real quick.
All right,
RockChalk readying up in the backroom chat. Punkay going ahead and resetting that console.
It's me, Mario.
Looks like we're about to get started here.
Hello.
Yeah, Punkay seeming to have a couple of issues with that cart. Just having issues with the boot process, it kind of seems. Elite Moral Minority in the chat wishing luck to basically every extant person in the world. So, and Punkay's cart did start, so we will be seeing a true start to this race. No sort of reset shenanigans that we'll have to deal with to account for that weird cart glitch that he seemed to have been encountering. We'll get a quick sync for y'all, and fortunately both of them on the English version of this game, so we're not going to have to deal with any sort of like weird leads developing right at the start just due to that Peach not talking.
Yeah, intro definitely shorter on Japanese version. She's not dubbed or anything like that, so interesting to see those leads develop sometimes right off the bat due to version differences.
Yep. And it's one of those things where you really have to keep in mind that even though you'll have that early lead, over time it'll be chipped away by all the text boxes that you have to scroll through that English doesn't. So, just good to see them both starting on that same page here. Which, just real quick, as these guys go in for like a 2 skip, let's see if this succeeds. But I just absolutely love your name. Whenever I first saw it in Discord, I was just like, wait a minute. Wow.
Thank you. Both of them nailed Lakitu skip. Definitely, if you miss that, it puts you behind by I think like 7 or 8 seconds, so it's a big loss if you do miss it. But they nailed it.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, in a lot of cases, I wonder if it's actually been kind of broken for playoffs. But back in the league matches, if someone missed Lakitu skip, there was a decent chance that they would actually pull a win out of the match. But the only playoff match that I think Lakitu skip has been missed in was the earlier matchup between Benji and D whatever, and Benji ended up missing both Lakitu skips, I believe. As both these guys going for bomb clip, no island hop today. Punkay still playing it safe despite potentially being able to pull out some insane pace. And we're going into that slide. We're wasting a lot of paper printing out these scripts, especially with how relevant they seem to be. But we do have our official guesses here. Punkay pulling out an 11-9, whereas RockChalk will be getting a pretty standard, actually humanly possible 12-6. And Punkay still pulling off an absolutely stellar time on the slide with a 12-6. That 11-9 must have been some sort of typo. That is not at all possible. So
Punkay going off script a little bit.
Yeah, I guess they figured that if anyone could actually pull off an impossible time, it would not today. He's unfortunately not a miracle worker. But both of these guys pretty well even going into Womps, but that could very easily change with any of these pretty difficult tricks failing or... Okay, so Puncay is going to be starting off with 100 coin, going for full cycle, but without that pro extra lime, just wanting to make sure to be absolutely safe. RockChalk with a beautiful Owlus. And looks like Puncay is going to be able to make that full cycle with ease here. Oh yeah, actually having to wait just a little bit for that platform.
Yeah, Puncay flying through 100 coin. RockChalk, I wonder, looks like he's going to go up here for cannonless. So saving 100 coin for later.
And rocking that texture setup. And it's good, really nice.
Yeah, good womps from both of these guys so far.
And it's really worth mentioning too, Rock had really great stick control while he was manipulating Mario for that initial position. Because if you saw, like, he kind of like wiggled Mario a little bit without moving too much. That requires some pretty tight stick movement close to the center.
Yeah, both these guys very precise in their movement. As Electric just pointed out. RockChalk going through his 100 coin now. Puncay entering back. Assume he's going to start off with cannonless. I think that's what he usually likes to do.
Yep. Ooh, and taking a ground pound. Really interesting that he took a ground pound since there's no sort of long jump or any reason to press Z there.
Oh, Puncay missing cannonless. That's
you know, you can try as much as you want, but that setup just sometimes will not work in your favor, even when it looks like it will.
Yeah, cannonless known for not being very consistent unless you do pretty slow setups, so sometimes you just have to eat it and back up with Wild Blue.
Yeah, fortunately not the most costly backup in the world, but at the moment, RockChalk with a mild lead. Let's see if he can hold on to that through the end of Womps. Because I believe in both of yesterday's matches, Puncay had a lead basically the entire race. So RockChalk being able to come out of Womps with a lead would be really huge.
Yeah, I agree. Puncay nailed Alice there. Looks like he's going to go back up here for cannonless. Probably going to try for texture setup again. No, opting for full setup. Zero, I don't think he wants to risk missing again.
Yeah, and you certainly can't blame him for that. If you don't have Wild Blue as a backup, you really just want it to work without any sort of hiccups that second time. Yeah, Z-Damon Josh, Puncay did win both the races yesterday, so he pulled that first match. As RockChalk going to beat down on Womp, you know, just giving him an absolute what for, despite him not really doing anything to upset Mario.
Yeah, Womp's just kind of minding his own business up here, and then Mario comes up here and drops his butt on him.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Mario goes out of his way to get all the way up here. It's not even like he's in his way or anything. Like, there's no other reason for Mario to get to the top of there other than just absolutely destroying just a poor defenseless block of concrete.
Yeah, I wonder if Mario's psychic in some way that he knows that tower will pop up if he kills Womp.
Could be, could be. Although, you know, I'm not really sure what that tower holds that is so valuable that the Womp needs to build an entire fortress in the sky to defend it. And so RockChalk coming out of Womps with that lead, hold on. Let's see where he... So about a 7-minute exit through that door. So about a 3-second lead. Not huge, but against someone like Puncay, you'll take whatever you can get.
RockChalk probably going to come away with 12-6 here. 12-7. Puncay probably going to get the same thing. Yeah.
Double 12-7s. Interesting. And so now RockChalk going to be moving into the wing cap stage. Let's see if he can get some ideal flying to make sure to maintain that lead over Puncay, because Puncay's arcs are just impeccable.
Yeah, flying, kind of an art form in Super Mario 64. Punkay's one of the best at it.
And RockChalk does manage to do well enough to still have that pretty good margin of a lead. Punkay opting for that slower jump dive to actually get over to the start with the tech skip, but at least both of them got that tech skip. Would have been really, really unfortunate if RockChalk had missed that.
Yeah, I know that's something we saw a lot in the league was runners miss that, and it doesn't cost you much time, but small mistakes like that do add up, especially with a lead as small as RockChalk currently holds.
Now let's see how RockChalk handles Dark World. Punkay does rock that box rollout strat. Let's see. Okay, RockChalk going to be rocking the same. Is he going to make it work? And he does. Beautiful jump dive and speed kick. Oh, but the wall kick just does not come out, costing him that Zaya cycle. Let's see if Punkay's able to get it, and it's good. Punkay's still on track for Zaya cycle. Could make up about 4 seconds over RockChalk if he makes this. Just absolutely neck and neck now. One repeating the motions of the other, basically. Just beautiful movement from Punkay. Oh, actually, a shig cycle from both. My bad. That box rollout movement should actually end up resulting in a Zaya. Not exactly sure what happened with Punkay there then.
I don't even think Punkay went for the box rollout.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah, I was watching RockChalk whenever that actually happened, so that's probably actually it. My bad on that.
Both these guys.
Oh yeah, both of them with that first try Bowser throw. That's what you love to see. And it's like the reason I thought that was is if you know Punkay, you know he's pretty good friends with Para, and Para is a big advocate for that box rollout strat since it makes Zaya cycles so much easier since you don't have to do that elevator dive.
Both of them re-entering Bomb Battlefield. Going to get up to the island in the sky.
And both sky jumps just perfect.
Chat calling it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to say chat with that prediction that it's over just because of Punkay getting one more coin in Dark World. But you know, RockChalk doing really, really well to hold on to this lead. It's razor thin, but as long as he can keep playing at this level, you know, he does actually have a lot better of a shot than yesterday's races.
Yeah, RockChalk definitely playing really well.
Okay, and wall kicks and that
Punkay bonk.
Wow, not even getting that dive. The backup is just beautiful. Amazing long jump backup, but that's going to be a couple more seconds for RockChalk.
Yeah, RockChalk widening the lead here. Interesting seeing him go take the penguin to its mom, see what Punkay responds with.
Nice speedy movement here with that penguin. You know, Tama with that quality bonk emote there. Shout outs real quick to Better TTV emotes. If you do not have the Better TTV extension, go ahead and grab it because things like Monka S are not actually supposed to be text. They are supposed to be emotes. And BTTV will bring that to you. Yeah, and Elite Moral Minority saying as well. I mean, first of all, it's certainly not ever over until both of them are up in the sky getting that third Bowser throw. But certainly a lot can happen with Plus to result in some huge lead changes. Now, both of them committing to CCM 17 here. Safer for now because you're not dealing with that penguin and a few seconds faster. But if that double plus just does not work for you, then, well, you have a whole lot of other issues up your sleeve. And RockChalk missing 1 coin on the arc, so unless he wants to go get a backup red, I don't believe he can miss anymore. He's wanting 84 as he rounds this last bet. Or 83. 83 works as well, since that's the last one that you grab is just a red.
Slip sliding away. Them.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like a full star grab cutscene apart, basically. This is just really wild pace. Senior, you haven't missed a whole lot. This race has been really tight from the start. Punkay making a couple of minor mistakes that have allowed RockChalk to kind of maintain this early lead. As they go into BBH, BBH should be a pretty tame stage overall. You know, just a couple of kind of tricky wall kicks to deal with, but we have seen people have some issues, like with this Boo Star, for instance. But really don't think we're going to be seeing anything major until they start heading downstairs into that.
Yeah, basement is definitely where this run starts ramping up. So it'll be interesting to see how the runners do once they get there. Looks like both of them will make short work of Boo and be grabbing that star.
Yeah, nice ideal movement there to be able to position Boo just right in that little corner for you to just climb right up afterward. And so now they've gotten a big Boo's balcony. Now they're going to go into an internal balcony past the bookcase. And, you know, I'm honestly kind of surprised that I never did actually go... I'm surprised I never did try to make it to this bookshelf with kicks or anything like that like these guys do here, because it's honestly really easy.
Yeah, it's just like a double jump and a kick. I'm surprised that didn't get caught in QA, or maybe it's just, you know, a little developer shortcut that they saw but didn't want to take out.
True. It's kind of interesting. Earlier, Badronis was pointing out in Lethal Lava Land, there's nothing really that would require the wing cap to be there, since it's pretty well a flat land, and there's nothing, there's nothing in the air really for you to catch. So it kind of feels almost like they included the wing cap just for you to use on skipping the log rolling. And Punkay missing mid, gonna have to just eat it and go into SL, or SSL rather. So just keep that in mind. Punkay is a MIP star behind. Senior Kittens just absolutely digging into me as a commentator. Shoutouts to Senior sticking around my chat.
Oh, RockChalk not getting plus, kicking out of there.
Gonna have to go for probably... Oh, and failing that rollout entirely. Not sure why he didn't like repress those buttons. That's really weird. And Punkay with this nice, clean, I believe second plus here. So Punkay is going to make it out of SSL unscathed, whereas RockChalk, having that first pillarless fail, he backed it up pretty strongly. Ooh, can he get... Come on, get up, get higher, please. Oh, he's having so much trouble clipping right now. Come on. Okay, there he goes. Even though you have a while because of that bomb regrab and the way it messes with the timer, I was honestly still scared he was going to have a blow up.
Yeah, plus something you definitely want to be as fast as possible on, so messing around at the top of the pyramid there, really costing him some time. Punkay knocking the star out of Klepto's talons, looking good.
And then RockChalk taking that death to the infamous second jump right before you get on top of that pyramid ledge. Just absolutely brutal. So unfortunate.
Yeah, it hurts to see RockChalk take a death there. Definitely costing him tons of time, and
then failing that grab.
Yeah.
Punkay already out of SSL. Still having to grab MIPS, but certainly has a pretty decent lead due to those pillarless fails. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I must have missaw what happened there. What? Why exactly did Yeah, why did RockChalk end up going the way that he did to go get Talon? That seems really odd if he didn't like miss a bomb rate grab. And his star count seems to imply that he got both pluses.
Huh. Commentators.
Oh, yep. Tama answering that. Yeah, because Punkay missed MIP. So that means RockChalk is actually probably going to be doing HMC early. That miss MIPS really messes with the booth apparently. Because I mean, honestly, at this level, especially with people rocking a dive setup, you pretty well expect MIPS to be free. As RockChalk having an issue with those 3 bullies, but manages to get the big one knocked off right as soon as he can.
Yeah, missing MIPS definitely isn't something you see very often, so I honestly forgot he had even missed it. No Senor Kittens. Punkay hasn't gotten MIPS yet. He went straight into Lethal Lava Land out of SSL.
Chat asking, what if he forgets? That'll be a pretty interesting mistake if it does happen. Seeing as how he'll end up just running up to the 30-star door and then getting completely rejected. All right, kittens, we'll do. We'll do. And Punkay apparently not looking at chat today. Some people in chat, you know, saying that if Punkay does miss MIPS, they'll do absolutely nothing. Is that... Okay, phew, no bully glitch. Whenever Mario falls in at the same time as those bullies, if he actually hits the lava on the same frame one of those bullies does, they will not die. So him falling in with them was a big monka, but fortunately, winning the luck of the draw with the frames that everything hit the lava.
Yeah, looked like RockChalk had a bit of a scary lava boost there. Definitely kind of a monka-esque from that as well. Punkay going to bully this bully though. Then he'll be out of Lethal Lava Land.
Yeah, Elite bringing up that really good point that Punkay's experience in Bing, he ability to think during runs. Sure that he's able to keep in mind that he still needs MIP, as we see right here, as he's still, wow, almost having an issue with the grab to the point that he needed to get the free grab in the back hallway, but able to back that up really nice. Azumaril is in the lead right now. So due to he is going for the HMC early route, as we can see. And what that means is we're not going to be able to directly compare these guys by star count until they get into Tippy, because that is where their 2 routes will actually meet back up.
Tippy is the very tip-top of the castle. Consists of the last 2 stages of the game, TikTok and Rainbow Ride.
You know, arguably the most difficult stages in the game. For sure the most difficult casually, because there's a lot of... Oh, Punkay actually missing that last chest, swimming just a little bit too tight of a corner there. Kind of a just interesting run from him at the moment. And RockChalk... What even is he trying to do right now? It looks like he's trying to maybe do Toxic Maze or something, but...
And some Rage Mario cams coming out from RockChalk.
Okay, yeah, doing Toxic Maze, but in a very, very strange way. And having those, anytime you miss something with an elevator, it's just such a huge time loss. It just hurts so bad. And of course, RockChalk staying back in the back room. You know, what a meme. Just how can something like that happen? Let's see how Christmas Miracle goes. As Punkay fails front sub. Not able to get that last jump out.
RockChalk nailing Christmas Miracle. So Punkay had to eat those lag frames there.
Yeah, I mean, the front of that sub, or the sub in general, just causes so much lag that it's really, really easy for the game to accept your input on a lag frame instead of an actual gameplay frame. And when that happens, it doesn't actually register as a jump. It registers it as holding A instead of just pressing it. Oh wow, chat asking for the explanations of the in-depth Mario lore and philosophy. You know, I'll take a little bit of a different angle with it this time around. So, you know, what's really interesting is in Odyssey, the Mushroom Kingdom is just this little plot of Earth suspended in midair, it seems. Kind of makes you wonder, like, you know, what could cause the entire ground to rot away? I'll let you think about that while Punkay is messing around with Fire Sea. Let's see if he can make that early lava boost LEs. Rocking that new movement so that will make it a little bit freer. So taking that little bit of a bump up against that wall will not matter a whole lot if he's able to pull off the rest of this movement cleanly. The triple jump is good. Wall kicks very nicely. And the lag reduction too, he's good. Very, very clean lava boost there. When you make it that far onto the platform before Mario collides with the ground, that means that you really did a great lava boost cycle.
Yeah, very clean Fire Sea coming out from Punkay. Oh, RockChalk bonking there in the basement.
Yeah, certainly has a lot of room to make up, and is currently just having a couple of issues actually keeping it together in the meantime. As Punkay goes into Bowser 2. Honestly, I feel like this fight is actually probably the easiest, at least to like set up and go ahead and start off the throws. Because when he tilts this arena, you have that really easy opportunity to just jump, kick, and then just wait for his tail to become vulnerable.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. The thing is, though, with Fire Seas, if you miss that first throw, then you have to wait for that platform to rock, and it does cost quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it is the most expensive throw to fail because of that realignment, as I like to call it. And Kitten's exposing me. Yes, the microphone I am using, interestingly, is the one that came with a Guitar Hero World Tour band kit. The story behind that is I used to use just a standard crappy headset mic. And then one day, I was using a different computer, and the interconnects weren't actually correct for the headset. And so I was panicking, like, what am I supposed to do for comms? And then I like realized that I had this mic in a closet. And I was like, well, I only have to use it once. It won't be that big of a deal. And after I got done with comms, Cheese was like, that mic is actually really good. Keep using that. And I was like, okay, interesting. Punkay trying for that double box kick and just cannot grab it. And the neither double. 0x doubles right here. Crappiest burger I think I've ever heard of in my life. No patties, no cheese, really no burger.
Blue.
Punkay just having a lot of issues with trying to cut things just too close. I think he really kind of needs to go ahead and start trying to play a little bit safer. Maybe take these corners a little bit less tightly. Lose those few frames every now and again. And getting zapped by the amp to boot. Just a really, really rough time through this Wet Dry World Secrets.
RockChalk hitting those rings and Dire Docks, grabbing that star. Yeah, as you said, Punkay having a rough time here so far through Wet Dry World 100.
At the very, very least, he has gotten good RNG so far. Yeah, and that last little bit of RNG is okay. At least all those coins that did stay together, again, stayed together. Yeah, Kingworm definitely, you know, Punkay is known as the consistency king, so this run is looking very strange for him. As RockChalk actually gets a cleaner initial box movement, if RockChalk finishes out this Fire Sea movement perfectly, we could somehow see an even better lava boost than what Punkay pulled off, which is just absolutely astounding. Not going for the lag reduction, about equivalent to Punkay's lava boost there, but still, wow.
Yeah, both of them flew through Fire Sea.
Beautiful movement on this ending too. That's really the great thing about lava boost is you get just a really nice setup for that good ending. And RockChalk really just going for the consistency game at this point. Punkay opting for the side flipless lineup there and making it work really, really well. F-Bomb 2F, the reason that RockChalk has more stars is he failed Pillarless twice and decided not to go for the second of the two that he needed in order to do HMC late. So he decided to go ahead and do HMC early, which is kind of putting a wrench in the ability to tell who's in the lead if you're just casually observing. But the stars in HMC are relatively quick, so as long as he doesn't develop a lead of like 3 or 4 stars, then Punkay will still be in the lead when they actually get to Tippy. And speaking of, well, that was going to be a nice little segue, but Elite Moral Minority saying it's all about the pace. Pace being our live event coming up on the 25th of this month. EBM9 going ahead and posting that exclamation point command so you can go ahead and check out all the information about it. That is the live event where we will be holding the finals for the 70-star league. If Punkay pulls off the win on this match, he will be the second to qualify for those finals. And in addition, we will be holding the Celeste Any Percent and SMO Any Percent finals there as well as a whole list of just really awesome showcase runs. So definitely go check out the schedule. And if you can, try to be there in person. There is continuous open registration. So you can still get your tickets right now if you wanted to. And if you can't make it, that's still okay. Go ahead and watch us whenever it comes on live on Twitch, because we will be streaming the entire thing. And yes, Elite giving that professional, absolutely non-sponsored opinion that missing pace would be like missing out on Neo bars, which neither of these runners are sponsored by, I'm totally sure.
Oh, really bad RNG there. RockChalk having to run around the top of that cage to get those coins.
Yeah, both of those boxes can just really, really mess you up if the coins decide to just shower out. And just a interesting, while Punkay taking care of piranhas and RockChalk re-entering Wet Dry World, I just had to approve a message in chat for using the word chat. Please explain. Well, I think it was actually someone used. I think. No, it was chat that it said it added as a permitted term afterward. Apparently, when it. Oh, Punkay missing Breezeless! Breezeless not free for Punkay anymore. What is going on? This is not the Puncayshun that we're used to seeing ultimately. I am very confused by this gameplay. This is. I mean, there's just night and day difference from just a couple of days ago. What is going on?
Yeah, like you said earlier, Punkay usually the master of consistency, but this run we've seen him miss a few tricks and stuff like that he usually doesn't miss. So
trying to make up for it with pro reds though, and pulling it off. Very nice movement.
Yeah, I love that Reds movement, especially that rollout off that last mushroom. Looks so cool, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you, like, I said this in the earlier race where D whatever was doing it, but anytime that someone uses that little bit of height from a rollout to get over a ledge is just such a Craigasm. It's so great. And Punkay with that nice first mountain clip here. Getting up really, really nice and quick. And that first mountain clip star is going to be good for him. Nice. Glad to see these not failing, because breezeless, you miss it. Okay, you lose a couple of seconds, but you fall down from one of these mountain clip stars, you're losing tens of seconds easily.
Yeah, it definitely takes time to either work your way back up there, or sometimes you can back it up with another star, but again, it does cost a ton. Chat calling out both commentators saying we are a curse, ban us from pace.
Oh, that's Kittens. Don't mind Kittens. Kittens just loves to harass me. It's all good. It's all love in the booth. Did Punkay do Island Hop Kappa? Well, I think you know the answer to that. I wish he did. Punkay, nice box star. I think I've only seen that star fail like one time in GSA races, like ever. It could have happened some other time that I wasn't commenting, but really nice first slide on these piranha plants. Kittens, they just quoted Doom Guy just quoted what you said. He wasn't calling you the curse. RockChalk having an issue with that last little piranha, it seems. Oh, and Punkay falling down.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. Falling all the way off the top of the snowman's head there. Luckily landed by the igloo, though, so was able to work his way back up.
Yeah, those premium bonk emotes being pulled off. Nice speed kick to go ahead and start off this hill strat. Just absolute perfection. Just expertly pulled off. That blind ground pound to break the box in particular can just be such a hassle and can easily lose you some pretty decent time.
Oh, RockChalk falling. Missing the grab there for the waterfall star.
And ending up having
the monkey.
Losing his hat and everything. He's gonna have to do the regrab to get his hat back. Okay, he's got the regrab.
Hat on the head.
Such a time loss. Wow. What is he trying to do now?
Yeah, I'm not sure what RockChalk was doing there. Looks like he was having some fun with the monkey.
Yeah, doing a little bit of dancing and finally going ahead and grabbing the star he was going for in the first place. Yeah, just that wall kick not quite coming out. Really unfortunate. Meanwhile, Punkay just making his way really, really fast through SL. Going to be moving on down to HMC now. Going ahead and opening that right door, going to be eating about a third of a second or so. I'm sure he's actually a little bit ticked about that. Just like a 1 degree or so extra tilt. Yeah, that's an interesting little fact in case anyone didn't know that. Mario's animation for opening a right-hand door in a double door is a third of a second longer than the animation for opening the left door. So anytime you have double doors, you want to open the left one. In particular, it matters in like BBH. Because actually in BBH it matters more than any other door because that entrance door has a lot of lag to it. So, ooh, and RockChalk also missing breezes. It looked really close.
Yeah, looked good there at first, but just couldn't get the flip. That Chuckya is pretty intimidating. It just sits there waiting to grab you and try to throw you off that edge.
And so, as we can see, Punkay now in HMC, and the stars are racking up real nice and quick. Yes, BDF, because whenever you open a key door, Mario like gets kind of snapped to the center to go ahead and turn the key, I believe. So I don't think you actually have control over those doors, but the rest of the double doors, and once the key doors are already opened, I think. That may not be the case for... I think that's the case for key doors, but it would only matter for the HMC key door, because that's the only one that you go through twice. Kitten's teaching other members of the chat how to bully me. Really, really interesting dynamics between chat and commentators now.
D colon in chat for this abuse.
Yeah.
RockChalk getting ready.
Pull out those ZFGDs if you got them. I'm surprised that emote took that long to make. It's like, as soon as I saw it for the first time, I was like, I felt dumb for not having that idea before. It's such a great emote. Punkay getting really, really nice RNG with those boulders. Use your own emotes, Licker said. Well, I would use my own emotes if I had some.
Punkay getting Christmas Miracle. Looked good from him.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful once you end up grabbing it. Yeah, we're very nearly to affiliate, just not quite there at the moment, but it'll be worth it for when y'all get to see the emotes that are in my head, because I got a couple of really great ones. I think some of the best ones come from, RockChalk with that nice movement to go ahead and start off SL Reds. Because RockChalk did HMC early, he has to go ahead and grab this star that Punkay didn't have to bother grabbing. Punkay touching the door at 40-10. So RockChalk is going to be probably a good minute and a half or more behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, those mistakes and the route difference definitely cost RockChalk quite a bit of time. Hard to see since he was in the lead there at the beginning of the run.
Yep. But we do have to remember that this is only one of a potential 3 races for Tippy.
Yeah, that's not something we mentioned, but playoffs are a bit different than how the league operated. Playoffs are best out of 3 for each match, so we'll be seeing at least 2, if not maybe 3 races.
Now, Punkay, after getting that nice Lakitu bounce, gonna go ahead and clean out house with a Rainbow Ride. Wonder if we're going to be seeing a really stellar... Commentators pre-curse there. Synced star grabs, though. Can we get some pogs in the chat or just something for that? Because, wow. Grabbing completely separate stars and managing to get the grabs entirely simultaneously. Oh, it's Lakers, isn't it? That's the name. Oh, man. I feel dumb. Yeah, some people claiming that must mean that there was a splice, but not in this case. Well, okay, you said Lackers was wrong. Tell me how to say it then, if I can't get it right. Yeah, so RockChalk touching that door at 42:06, so that ends up meaning about a 1 minute 50-second lead, nearly 2 minutes. Latchers. Okay, thank you, more minority. Okay, nice Lakitu bounce from RockChalk to match Punkay's, but certainly has a lot more room to make up. Now, really, Punkay's only mistake so far in Tippy has been that side flip not coming out in tricky triangles. But we do know that TTC seems to be his kryptonite. So we'll just have to see if he's going to be able to actually maintain the gameplay, or not maintain even, but start up the gameplay that he's known for in the stage.
Throwing out a side flip there looked a little awkward. But you want to be grabbing reds. RockChalk going for tricky triangles, getting up there, diving, rolling out all over. Looked a bit stiff here in TT.
Yeah, really, really interesting start to this TTC 100. Let's see if they end up pulling out a really, really nice finish to kind of make up. Approaching that real danger zone between 60 and 80 coins.
Yeah, there's so much that can happen here. You miss a... God forbid you get invisible.
Yeah.
Punkay not getting it there, so kind of worried I might curse him a little bit.
Yeah, able to... Oh, I know. Latchers. There we go. Yeah, I know it's all love. Don't sweat it. And Senior Kittens, I mean, you can try that code. Let me know how it works out. Now, can we see some cleaner later stars here from Punk as RockChalk finishing up in Rainbow Ride? Is Guitar Hero merchandise even still made? I like, since the rhythm game bubble bust, I thought that like they quit manufacturing all of it. Stop making the game, stop making hardware and everything. It'd be interesting to see if Guitar Hero mics are still available. And now RockChalk going to be starting off his 100 coin. Nice cleaner beginning, but not able to get that triple there.
RockChalk struggling a bit with the movement there, like you said. Punkay getting up there, grabbing the pendulum star. Going to be going in, I think, for get a hand.
Yep, should be. Yep, get a hand. Doesn't really need the hand that much. I mean, he's kind of just using like about the elbow section of the arm there. But of course, get the elbow section of the arm nowhere near as catchy.
RockChalk also avoiding that invisible.
Yeah, RockChalk pulling out a really nice 100 coin, saving a few seconds over Punkay there, actually.
Punkay not able to get his side flip out here. Gonna cost him some time.
SA Spurs Boy, part of it was in TTM. He not only failed to get a wall kick in order to grab one of the two mountain clip stars, he ended up getting his hat stolen by the monkey and had to waste like 30 seconds just dealing with the monkey. So that was a big part of it. And now he just cannot get on top of the thwomp. He's gotten the hard part down. Gonna have to wait now for the cycle to return. Just really unfortunate there. And yeah, if he would have fallen again, that would have been a death. That would have been so bad.
Yeah, that definitely would have been hard to see, but managed to get up there, just waited for the thwomp to take him up to the star. Punkay, meanwhile, 70 stars going towards Bowser in the sky.
Oh, and RockChalk taking a bonk instead of an actual dive, the rage pause and all. Oh man, that is rough. Punkay going for some nice fast movements to start out bits here. Triple jump dive is good. Here's hoping he goes for it and gets that moving left side. Having a really, really strong bits could improve his confidence a lot going into this next race. Ooh, but ending up getting a really, really weird bit of movement there for that rollout. Moving left is a go. Nice.
Yeah, decent looking bits so far from Punkay. Goomba treating him nicely, just staying out of his way, so he'll be into the pipe.
He can still 48. What? What? How? With this run, how? Those mistakes just must not have been quite as major as we thought. Jeez. He's still on track for a... Oh, missed one throw. Could still high 38. Okay, one more throw. This is going to be it for the 48. Can he get 3 48s in a row in this playoff? And he's done it. That is going to be a 48-52 from Puncayshun. Wow.
Yeah, I definitely thought 48 was kind of out of the question there, so it's impressive to see him get it.
Just unbelievable. All 3 of his wins versus RockChalk so far have been with 48s. Getting a 48 with that run is just wild. Man, that is insane. And Foxy Toaster making the comparisons with other better-known sports announcers ultimately, but, you know, I really can't see the actual comparison. But RockChalk going ahead and giving it up after that bonk.
Yeah, had a nice moving reds going there. Sad to see that bonk.
Yeah, moving reds is such an impressive strat when it works out well, but when it doesn't, it's just such a shame. And both these guys readying back up. Can I tell you about Twitch Prime? Well, sure thing, Squidbird. You see, if you have an Amazon Prime account that you link to your Twitch account, then you will be able to sub to any streamer for free once a month. You can use that same sub on a streamer every month if you want to. That's actually what I end up doing with it. And it will actually count towards a standard sub streak and all. So it works just like a normal sub, just it's free for you if you link that Amazon Prime account. Pretty sick deal. As these guys starting back up here, going through this good old intro. Yes, Elite Moral Minority, you can leech off your mom's Amazon Prime account for Twitch Prime. That is absolutely an option.
Thank you, Squidbird, for the Twitch Prime sub. Obviously, the someone right through the process.
53 in that first round. It costs money. Well, spend money on Amazon Prime and get that nice free 2-day shipping, or wait like some kind of up to you. As both these showing us the option they would choose, they're not waiting for Lakitu whatsoever. They're using that Lakitu skip Prime to skip right by him for free as RockChalk goes ahead and a long jump to get towards BO.
Taking the early lead. Interesting to see how this holds up throughout this.
And again, Punkay not opting for Island Hop. Really can't blame him at all, especially with the kind of lack of consistency we've seen there.
Yeah, Punkay's definitely opted for much safer, much more consistent strats over the cost of speed throughout this. Well, you see where it put him. Finished the league at #1, I believe, and now 348 so far in his playoff matches, so doing really well.
Yeah, just performing at a really amazing level, honestly. And so we've got this slide. Punkay, I'm going to go ahead and say a 12-5 is possible. It's on the table. 12-6. RockChalk with a 12-7, 12-8, I think. Oh, a 12-9. Commentator with that tenth of a second differential eye. You know, maybe I should take what I'm thinking of guessing and just actually go ahead and guess a larger number like that. Now, both these guys moving into Womps. Punkay with an early lead this time around. Remember, RockChalk ended up pulling out about a 3 or 4 second lead leading out of Womps before. Not sure he'll be able to do the same thing already. What is Punkay doing with that long jump movement? Really weird to see that from him. Pretty sure the jump dives are faster. Not sure why he'd bother with that, but both of them with a nice and clean outless.
Yeah, I wonder if that's where that ground pound came out in the last race, was him doing the long jump movement for some reason.
That must be it, because, I mean, like, the standard jump dive, there's literally no reason to hit Z. Kittens, I love you, I love you. That's under 10 seconds, so...
RockChalk missing cannonless. Seeing a bit of a flip from last race. Punkay getting it one try.
And let's see if RockChalk is going to be able to, sorry. Oh, well, yes. I don't know. My mind is just frazzled at the moment. Not entirely sure why. Just too much Mario over the past couple of days, I guess. Commentator having his own form of a Mario meltdown.
Oh, another missed cannonless for RockChalk. Eating a lot of time loss here. Gonna get back up there. Go for it again.
Nice backup with those kicks. Pretty wild. And missing it again!
Still opting for texture setup. I'm surprised we haven't seen a full setup just because it's more consistent.
It must be a sunk cost type thing with him, but I mean, if your eye's not working, it's not working! Just like he's demonstrating. If you don't have that opportunity to mess around with the position, even messing around with like save states and like just very minor variances on your position, I really would just go for full setup the first time that texture fails. RockChalk struggling now to even get the backup to get back up there. Squidbird, that's not quite right. If you have a good eye for the position to start texture setup, it is much more consistent than OG, because effectively what you're doing is skipping that first little bit of motion just to set Mario's position on the plank up. And so if you're able to set Mario's position on the plank appropriately, the rest of that movement ensures that you'll end up every single time in the best position to get a ledge grab. Whereas with OG, like, you're literally just flicking the stick and hoping that you flicked it on the right frames.
Punkay stomping on Womp up there. RockChalk doing his 100 coin now.
This seems to be going pretty well. Really, really nice backup there.
Yeah, Punkay's lead has definitely widened due to those mishaps on cannonless.
I mean, I don't know if it's really possible for Punkay to weave out more than he already has been for quite a while now. Nothing wrong with that. Just, you know, not exactly sure there are other levels of anime appreciation to reach. Which just shoutouts for Punkay just not caring what anyone thinks of his interests. Dude is into anime and super heavy metal and just will rock it all the time. And that's awesome, I think.
EBM in chat pointing out, Punkay, I think what he's pointing out, just barely catching that ledge on that platform that slides in and out. I thought he was going to miss it, but...
Yeah, same here. Yeah. That was really, really close. Just barely delaying and ending up getting it, like, really, really clean.
12-6, I think. Ooh, 12-7 from Punkay. Still a good one, but
Punkay just taking. He must just be taking his finger off the stick as soon as he hears our guesses, just to make it a 1/10 of a second off. That must be it. And RockChalk going to be getting to the top of the tower. See, that, like, you have a really ample ledge to work with unless the timing gets messed up somehow.
Punkay gliding through the sky, grabbing all these reds. Looked good. Gonna hit the switch, grab the star.
And I'm kind of interested to see, yeah, able to get that rollout strat this time around a lot, well, a decent amount faster than the jump dive he had to deal with last time.
Ooh, 13-3 from RockChalk. The dive looked like it wasn't at the right angle there.
Yeah, when you mess up the ending like that, it really costs a decent amount of time. Let's see, Punkay going through. Okay, yeah. So Punkay not rocking the box rollout this time around. And I'm pretty sure he didn't rock it last time either. So shoutouts to Padronis for pointing that out. Was almost giving Punkay extreme praise for that Zaya cycle, but it was not a Zaya. And I thought it looked weird when he actually got to the platform, but I just figured it was my inexperience with it. Why would someone be ashamed to be openly into anime? Exactly, don't be ashamed. It's cool stuff. Fist of the North Star is awesome, you know? Punkay certainly pulling out the Omaiwa Meishinderu on RockChalk really, really easily. Well, Stuart Evil, you are entitled to your opinion, even when that opinion is objectively wrong.
Punkay nailing that first throw. Gonna grab this key, tuck it into his shirt, and be off to the basement. Commentator kind of stymied at the conversation.
RockChalk pulling out a pretty decent normal cycle. Nice way to go ahead and finish out this Dark World. And shoutouts to Senior Kittens making good on their promise and subscribing. Very nice. We see some GSA sorry, just any sort of GSA emotes you want to mess around with. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some GSA fires in the chat. GSA dabs. Really nice Bowser throw there. RockChalk is going to be moving on a sky jump behind and some castle movement.
Well, I'm not sure why I said basement coming out of Dark World. I was
Yeah,
way off.
I mean, Cool Mountain is certainly a very dark underground place, for sure. It certainly seems like it belongs in the basement.
Must have been thinking a bit too much of 16 Star. Which, if you like 16 Star, GSA will be at Smash and Splash 5, where the finals of the 16 Star League will be held. So, be sure to check out that link in chat to see more info on that.
Yeah, that's going to be a really, really cool finals as well. Really great that we haven't even gotten into pace yet, and we're also planning a second live finals. So GSA really on the upswing with growth, and it's just really, really awesome to see. Also, Punkay making wall kicks work a lot better this time than they did last time. Definitely, you could tell from the very beginning that he was making a pretty decent adjustment to make sure that everything worked well this time around. Punkay going ahead and skipping that coin. He wants to get both of the standard coins out of that red, it seems. Doesn't want to end the stage with 101 for whatever reason.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, bit of tight movement there on that slide, like you said. Punkay trying to nab exactly 100 coins.
Let's go.
Punkay going to deliver the little penguin to its mom. RockChalk, meanwhile, going to start on his 100 coin. It'll be interesting to see in this race, knock on wood, that both runners going for the same route, since RockChalk had to do HMC early last run.
Wait, did RockChalk just miss that red and not realize it, or is that red not part of the CCM 17 route?
I don't believe that red is part of the CCM 17 route.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's really odd that... Well, yeah, why... That just seems so odd. I'm not... Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, why would he go down there then? But the teleporter is probably faster than trying to make your way back. It's definitely faster than making your way back up the mountain, I'm sure. And yep, absolutely right that it's not required. That is my bad there. Commentator just too used to seeing CCM 18 and looking at the other screen whenever the former player is grabbing that first red, apparently.
Let's go.
Punkay going to be grabbing Bookstar. No, never mind. He went balcony. He's going balcony. He grabbed Bookstar first. That is my bad.
No worries, as RockChalk going to potentially be showing off that Bookstar real quick.
Here we go.
Kittens, we're working our way up to that. Elite Moral Minority, what's eggs box? Never heard of it. I'm pretty sure an eggs box is a container for eggs. Don't quote me on that, though.
Oh, RockChalk falling off the balcony.
Taking that major rage pause. Wow. That was like a 3-4 second rage pause.
Punkay missed MIPS again, though.
Let's go.
And to add insult to injury, RockChalk not able to get his hands on that star. Punkay going for his first Tama. He's got that second jump. And he's clipped right in. Nice.
Here we go.
So Rock going to be going back up to the balcony, but please hope that... oh, and not able to get that dive over the railing there. Having to do the more basic movement.
Rough BBH here so far for RockChalk.
As, yeah, Punkay with the free double breezeless. Really clean. RockChalk going to be going ahead and playing it safe this time around.
Here we go.
Did I say breezeless? I'm so sorry. I meant, God, pillarless, my bad. There's so many strats just named after the thing that you don't use in the game, so it can be easy to get them confused on occasion. That's my bad.
Yeah, Super Mario 64 community, not exactly creative. But you do have cannonless, breezeless,
Owlless.
Soccer Weasel pointing out making a good point. There wasn't a breeze, so technically the star is breeze.
Very true, very true. Oh yeah, JRB cannonless as well. Forgot about that one. Pretty new one. Punkage trying to invent the Mipsless strat here. Okay, RockChalk, this pillarless attempt is looking pretty good. The clip is good. Okay, nice and quick.
Punkay going into the volcano. Gonna opt for the extra long jump for lava boost. Gonna get up there.
And that free pole jump dive. Very, very nice and clean. All he has left is elevator tour. And RockChalk does manage to get double plus this time around. Nice and clean. So putting himself in a much better position than that last race. Although he did start this with a much more significant deficit. So in a way, it sort of evens out, unfortunately. But I'm sure that the confidence from it must be a really nice boost for him and probably put him in a better position to do better throughout the rest of this race.
Yeah, it's always nice to nail a trick like pillarless, especially after that rough BBH that RockChalk had.
Yeah.
Punkay gonna bully the bullies.
Yep, you know, I'm imagining a couple of the people in chat as these bullies Punkay is pushing in the lava. Certainly seems like an apt analogy to use here. What's the name of the different pillarless strats from Kyle Granat? So there's the standard pillarless setup, and then there's what's called Tomoplus, which... Ooh, Punkay missing that long jump, but still able to make the platform with ease. But the Tomoplus saves, I believe, 3 or 4 seconds because of how you do the bomb regrab. Effectively, you do... Instead of doing the bomb regrab on the side of the sand dune facing the camera, you do it in that like little valley that afterwards like you normally would pass through to go ahead and make your way towards the pyramid.
Oh, Punkay getting burnt there. Still going to get his triple jump up. Grab the star though.
And nice reds as RockChalk takes that ground pound instead.
Takes a few ground pounds. Not sure what RockChalk is doing there. I think just kind of playing around.
And Punkay with that nicer MIPS grab than the first run where he nearly had to go down the hallway for the safety grab, as RockChalk going to be going for this log rolling star without any sort of log or rolling. Shout outs to Carl Jobs in the chat, legendary GoldenEye runner, and now more recently YouTube content producer.
Punkay entering Dire Docks. Be interesting to see if he can get front sub first try this time. Gonna grab these chests first though.
And let's see if you can get the chest grabs better this time around than that first time. Love you too, kittens. Thanks so much. And he does get the chest this time around. Normally, you're not, like, apprehensive about that, but Punkay there just, you know, he must have mentally started correcting, and RockChalk going for the pro lava boost, and it's good. Okay, saving about a second or so over Punkay moving out of the way for that other long jump setup. Subscribing for 5. Thero, a fellow commentator for both this game and Mario Odyssey, going in for elevator tour.
Punkay getting front sub made it look good.
Making it look easy, making it look good. Artemis, Punkay's race 1 time was a 48:53. Which this run so far has been going even better than that run. There were a lot of interesting little mistakes throughout that first run, so interesting to see him just completely turn around in consistency. He just didn't have ample time to warm up or something. I'm not sure what would have been causing just this drastic difference between his earlier race performances and that first race, and then now that first race and this race.
As chat is pointing out, Punkay was cutting those rings really closely. I thought he was going to miss a couple of them, but managed to get them all.
Yeah, the hitboxes on those rings are super weird, in part because they don't actually spawn until the ring itself is like fully grown and emerged. Like, it takes a good couple of seconds before you actually first see the ring for that hitbox to spawn. So if you miss one, you actually have to like counterintuitively stop and then like wait for the rings to kind of settle a little bit before you actually try to keep going on them. Punkay with that beautiful lava boost, no major issues whatsoever with his movement. I think he got a little bit of a slide on that fence again, but missing the red over the flame shooter, still managing not to take a burn though. Wow. Yeah, Artemis pointing out, like many things, the hitboxes aren't actually like circles like the rings themselves would imply. There's a lot of different things in this game that the hitboxes just don't exactly correlate the way you would think that they should. Coins in particular, I think it's because the coins are actually a spinning like 2D texture. Ooh, RockChalk going for his front sub now. Taking a little bit to line up, eating some lag, but overall making it look nice. And yeah, so the coins, it's actually like a rotating 2D texture that they put a 3D hitbox around, but the hitbox, like they try to make it feel as if the hitbox corresponds with that spinning coin, but as you can see, like in stages like Wing Cap, you have some decent like wiggle room between the coin like texture and then the actual hitbox that you can hit it with. And also Mario's hitbox is just weird too. Like if you're flying or swimming, it extends way higher above him than it does below him. Yeah, Squidward pointing out that the coin hitbox are cylinders. I think I may have said that they were cubes. That's my bad.
RockChalk starting to work his way through Fire Sea. Punkay about to enter Snowman's Land.
Interesting little meme route from Punkay today. Going to be going ahead and doing HMC late with... I wonder if he's going to do it with TTM or THI. He actually pulled this out, I think, in his last race last time.
Thank you,
and we've got that
for the raid.
Yeah, huge rate of 241. Awesome. How did that randomizer race with the big simp himself go? Who also appears to have come along with Cheese. Can we go ahead and, if you got him, put some simp nuts and simp slaps in the chat? Cheese, unsurprisingly, bopping Simply. You know, Simply still trying to get his return into Mario good. But he's making that substantial progress. Shout out to Simply4, sub 50 in 70 star since his return. Squidbird simply has world record in our hearts, just like all of the runners. Yeah, RockChalk getting a spicy Fire Sea along with matching Punkay's, actually saving a little bit of time due to not missing that red. Oh wait, I didn't realize. Are you serious? Simply had the randomizer world record? That's really awesome. Was it still over a 130? And I actually thought for just a second that Punkay, for whatever reason, was about to try to head upstairs. Oh, simply getting that world record bopped by Cheese just now on that rando race. Wow. She's got a 129 in 70 star rando as Punkay gets breezeless to be free for him again. Just night and day gameplay. I really think that Punkay just did not have a chance to warm up like he needed to before that first race. And after a full no reset run, he's back on that consistency game like we've come to expect. Getting bodied by that Goomba. Yes, Salt and Ginger. And because of that, there are, of course, like some seeds that are better than others, but it does take a lot of skill to get a 129.
RockChalk kind of grinding along that edge there. Looked like he was going to fall.
And RockChalk with the good Chuck Ya RNG. Going to be able to skip one coin in that line at the bottom. Oh, wait, no, he missed one earlier. My bad. Commentator just cannot seem to count today, apparently.
Okay,
you know, if you want some sort of
mountain clip.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, what I was saying wasn't super important. If y'all wanted a bit of a comparison, it took me 2 hours to get 40 stars on a actually pretty good seed. It took me like 30 minutes or more to get like 3 in crappy seeds before that. So Cheese managing to get a 129 on any seed is just god tier. Ooh, RockChalk not getting a good angle to get a wall kick off of that cage. That's really unfortunate.
Gets it the second time around, but yeah, that fall did cost him quite a bit of time. Punkay working his way up the mountain. Going to grab this. Oh no, falling there.
Narrowly getting onto that corner instead of falling all the way down. That was almost really unfortunate.
Jump wall kick. Punkay entering THI.
Yep. So RockChalk going to be pretty quickly behind him. Punkay, interestingly, effectively taking that reverse upstairs order. So going to be exiting court from THI, his way down back to HMC.
Ooh, missing the clip into the mountain here, though. Cannot get it. Keeps sliding back down.
And just ending up having to take that interesting little...
So able to get across that little island floating in the sky there. Pancaked Mario, but did grab the star.
You have now way into the huge island to go ahead and kill those piranhas.
RockChalk narrowly getting that ledge grab there, got up on the island. Luckily, he was far enough to the left that he didn't have to worry about that teleporter. That can cost you quite a bit of time.
And you have to be kind of careful, and you definitely have to have experience with practice with this, because if you do a fast ledge grab when you get too close to that teleport, you don't have the chance to move before you teleport. Whereas a slow ledge grab will give you the control of Mario. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that. With enough time to move out of that teleporter zone, because you have to be totally still for the teleporter to activate.
Ooh, Pirate Shuriken getting bopped from the #1 position on the Bits leaderboard.
Yeah, right after bragging about being #1, you know, Stefan Carl Stephenson not channeling his energy through Pirate Shuriken today. But then Pirate Shuriken taking it back with a 110-bit donation. We're seeing a secondary race in the chat.
Will Little Mario 64 answer? Everyone on the edge of their seat is hoping to see.
And what do you know? A new contender, official Artemis 64, bopping both Pirate Shuriken and Little Mario. Pirate Shuriken back with more bits to bop Artemis back down, though. Oh man, it's a bit war in the chat.
Yeah, Artemis answering immediately with that 100 bits.
Just this back and forth. Just both these guys absolutely making it rain. Artemis showing no signs of slowing down. Yeah, and I'm not sure why these guys are challenging Little Mario. Little Mario has proven himself to be a very, very tough cookie to crack if you're going to be trying to start a bit war with him.
Pirate Shuriken admitting defeat, though, says they're out of bits.
And we have a new contender with blind sight, too, as Punkay starts... Okay, he's got the single double. Can he get the double double? It's a double double from puncayshun, the first one I have seen today. I'm sorry, I'm just so happy because of that stupid name of that strat. Can we get some pogs in the chat for that double double from Punk? Just beautiful movement right there through those boxes. And shit, look at these donuts. RockChalk having issues with Breezeless and
doesn't get it.
Almost clipping in. Insane.
Gonna take a death. Looks like he's gonna reset, try it again.
Yep, if that first try fails and you just cannot get that lineup good. Oh, and doing the same thing again. Killer Teddy, the double-double is that movement that Punkay did right at the start of 100 coin. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Falling off of the plank, actually. So gonna have to take this really, really roundabout back up to get back over to this line. But at the very, very start of the Wet Dry World 100 coin, you have to break 4 total boxes that are in 2 groups of 2. And if you kick properly with the right angle and holding the stick back at the right time, Mario will like move backwards enough that that one kick will break 2 boxes and save you having to do a second kick to break that second box. And Punkay just did it twice. You normally will only see people go for it once because the second one is even harder to line up. But Punkay just went for it and got it twice. And that's what we call the double-double. And RockChalk, meanwhile, having a lot of trouble with that 5th red.
Yeah, having Mario punch the wall out of anger there. But gonna dive down on the mushroom and grab that star. Punkay, meanwhile, getting that punch grab.
Yep. Jam is not jelly. Normally, the order is Wet Dry World, THI, TTM, SL, but Punkay decided to do a reverse order just for the memes, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. He has done this before, and whenever we asked him about it, it was just for the memes. So That's probably what he's doing now, just to shake things up a bit, make it interesting. All right, now Punkay in HMC as RockChalk is just now getting into Snowman's Land.
Nice triple box jump from Punkay. RockChalk also working his way up to the top of the snowman's head. Punkay is going to be diving back into HMC. RockChalk re-entering Snowman's Land.
Oh, and RockChalk missing that hill slide there. Not able to get on top, but able to get it the second try at least.
Yeah, then bonking on the box there, so costing him just a little bit of time. Punkay looks like he got Christmas Miracle. Gonna grab that star.
Really, really nice HMC for him so far. I mean, granted, a player of his level, you don't really expect to see a whole lot of mistakes in this type of stage, but it's going pretty well.
Nice left side emergency exit for Punkay. RockChalk gonna go knock this bully into the freezing water.
Wonder why Punkay went for that, you said left side emergency exit?
Yeah.
Because I think it's actually a little bit slower than the movement that is effectively the same as starting out triple box jump. Because the only reason I know that is I actually learned the left side because I have so much trouble getting on top of the platform right now. I'm going ahead and saving triple box jump and, of course, right side emergency exit for later on. It's not a huge time waste if it's really any, but it's a lot easier, I feel like. Especially like once you understand the camera minute that you have to do. And Punkay moving into Tippy.
RockChalk basically an entire HMC behind, so Punkay with a pretty comfortable lead going into Tippy here.
When will commentators acknowledge the real race in the chat? Well, here you go. The bit war has now passed 1,000 bits from multiple parties. I just want to point out yet again, I think like the top donator had like maybe 200 bits before this bit war. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's been donating bits through all of this. We really, really appreciate it. It will be going towards these runners.
Is this best of 3, or do they still play a full 3?
It will be a best of 3. Yeah. So if Punkay does pull this off, unfortunately, this will be the last race for this evening, and that will close off the last GSA event of the evening. And Artemis going ahead and closing out his account with a 1.5k bits total donated. And yeah, RockChalk getting a ledge grab instead of actually that clean finish there. So Punkay definitely saving at least a little bit of time, even with that left side movement. And yeah, not sure why people are challenging Artemis, considering that he's one of those that has a custom sub badge just for how much he's donated to Punkay.
Nice Christmas Miracle from RockChalk.
Punkay getting a much better start to TTC 100 this time around.
Yeah, had that rough start first race, so it's good to see him kind of, like you said, get into his flow a little bit and really show what he can do.
just beautiful movement so far. Wow. Not a single mistake throughout this entire TTC 100. This is textbook. This is exactly what you want to see. Perfect RNG, perfect movement. Just, God, I wish that there were an XCam timer going too. This is, wow. I mean, I doubt that he's using the single star strats, but I would just love to see what the exact timing would have been here.
Yeah, like you said, really nice TTC 100 from Punkay. Gonna re-enter, start grabbing more stars. RockChalk, meanwhile, entering Tippy. Probably 43-18 or so.
Oh, for those not aware of like the timer names, XCam refers to, so the Lakitu Cam and Mario Cam are actually 2 of 3 camera modes. There's technically a third called X Cam where the cam is just frozen in whatever position that it's in, and it'll tilt so that Mario is in the center of the screen. Nice timed jumps there from Punkay as well. Just making really quick work of this TTC. But when you grab a star, there is a brief moment where like Mario does the fall, and then whenever the actual cutscene starts, the camera goes into XCam mode. And when you're talking about an XCam timer, that's timing from Mario spawning in the stage to whenever that XCam switch happens during the star grab. Because if you just timed to the star grab, then if you like grab the star with a jump instead of a ground pound, it would look like you still did the star just as fast, if not a little bit faster, even though you would have actually wasted more time on the like star grab animation due to the jump. So basically, XCam timing is just a standard time for timing single stars. And it refers to the very, very start of Mario doing the like peace sign and cutscene thing. RockChalk going ahead and making some decent moves in Rainbow Ride.
Yeah, Punkay in there as well. Decided to go TikTok before Rainbow Ride. So, again, a bit of a backwards order from what you usually do.
Baby, go ahead and rewind about like a minute. Oh, I see the Kappa now. Never mind. I figured there was one implied, but now we see it for sure. Is Punkay going to be going for this last couple of stars here in Rainbow Ride? I mean, Artemis, you're not wrong. I think that is a situation where XCam gets used, actually. But not entirely what it means. Oh, and Punkay getting a dead jump there. Going to be falling to a pretty quick death overall, but still his first death in this run. Oh, I just realized he was still, I think, pretty close to 47 pace, if not like low 48 pace. Yeah, those mistakes multiplied by like 57 or what RockChalk would need. Kind of unfortunate, but I mean, Punkay just with an absolutely stellar performance. Oh, I actually didn't realize that. Yeah, Mario does have X-shaped eyes whenever he's getting burned. I was only thinking of when Mario dies and his eyes go into X's. Because during the death animation, there was an X cam, but enough about that. RockChalk with a also really, really clean 100 coin.
Yeah, looking pretty good from him. Punkay nabbing reds. He's going to be off to Bowser in the Sky. RockChalk got to clean up TTC.
Yeah, thanks for that reminder, Ali. I'll definitely make sure to ask him because I'm confused on that as well. Punkay, though, meanwhile, going to be going into bits a lower 48. Still decently possible, I think. Or at least just a 58 of some kind is still definitely on the table. Can he... I mean, this would just be insane if he managed to clinch that 2-match, 4-race win, all with 48s.
Yeah, getting just 148 in a race is hard enough. Getting 4 in a row, that is super impressive.
And he's going to be moving into Bowser with still that 48, I think higher 48 on the table.
RockChalk falling in TikTok.
Where did he end up taking that fall?
Somewhere near the top.
Oh, he must have been going for either the pendulums or and ending up taking another death just from that really strange movement there. And Punkay has got that 4th 48. That is going to be a 48-46. Or no, wait, a 48-40. Oh, if you would have waited just half a second, a 48-48. But GG's. Punkay is going to be moving on to those semifinals and then potentially grand finals at pace with 4 48-minute times in a row. RockChalk still with a really, really nice performance overall. But, I mean, Punkay just showing why he is called the consistency king. The first race in this match set, you know, kind of making it look like that may not exactly be the case today for whatever reason. But Punkay, you know, something happened between those two races. Then he really, really showed off why he deserves that name again. And we're trying to get these guys in for interviews. And first off, we've got RockChalk. RockChalk, how are you feeling, man?
Not the best. I think my problem with these races, especially being in Division 1, like all these players, especially, you know, Punkay, is like so much better than me. And I know that logically I'm not gonna win, but I'm still very competitive, and like once I'm actually racing, I just get like really mad because like I'm not gonna win. So I just kind of need to be better mentally, I think, because once you start getting upset, like there's just no way to play well. It just kind of compacts on itself.
Yeah, I mean, the mental game is certainly super important for race situations, and definitely wanted to ask, in that first race, you did have that slim lead over Punkay for a pretty decent amount of time. Was that making you kind of nervous, especially like before you went into the basement, or how do you
no, I didn't know. Like, I don't watch the races, so I didn't know where I stood. I knew I had a good beginning. I was really worried that my power was gonna go out. It was like storming like crazy, and then once pillarless, I missed that a few times. It just kind of, like I said, like, you know, then you lose some of that confidence, and it kind of mentally goes poorly, and then just kind of got out of hand. I thought overall that first game was pretty good for like the first half, but yeah, I just need to be able to keep it up.
Yeah, and now we've also got puncayshun in the call. Punkay pulling off 4 48s in a row. How are you feeling after that just stellar set of matches?
I mean, can't complain with a 48 in a race. I don't really know how like the first race got a 48 because I thought my gameplay was so sloppy, and like this one had so many mistakes too. But it's like, if I think about it, I can make like around 2 minutes of mistakes off my sum of best and still get a 48. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was. What do you think really made that transition from the kind of sloppy play in the first race to that really, really solid, consistent gameplay that we've come to expect from you in that second race?
I mean, the funny thing about that second race is that the HMC time was like, I think it was almost exactly the same as my first race. And I was playing pretty well for a while. like my beginning for a while was a lot better. And really early in that race, I'm like, I'm gonna try and get a 47 in this race. And obviously, I failed because that's really hard. I feel like I played around the same. My race times they're only like 6 seconds apart.
Yeah, and just wild to think about, and I mean, especially you came in. I mean, it able to swing a 48 within all 4 races. I think all of them were like 48, between 48, 30, and 49, right?
In my 4 races versus RockChalk.
Yeah, it was they were all just so close together ultimately.
The lowest time was 48:28, and the highest was like maybe 48:53. So yeah, not even like a 30-second gap, really. I think
Just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Really
now,
consistent. Like I don't know, consistency is my biggest strength, and it like pays off really well in races. Just like my natural play style is really good for races.
Yeah. Now, speaking of races going forward, you have qualified for those semifinals at pace. What are you going to be doing in the meantime to try to make sure that you end up moving into the grand finals from there?
I'm going to do the God Gamer strat and play Mario, and just like play Mario. Make sure I'm not rusty, and I don't know, just try to be confident and maintain a positive mindset, I guess. Like if I continue to play like this, I don't see myself losing pace. But like, the whole top 4 is at like the event, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's like different environment, and like there's gonna be a lot of nerves involved. But I'm gonna try and like play through it, try to play really well considering the different circumstances, and hopefully I'm gonna try my best to win base.
Well, awesome. Great to hear. Now, RockChalk definitely wanted to ask about that interesting TTM monkey situation.
Oh my god!
Especially like
know.
the kicks and such. What was going on there?
I was just, I don't know. I was so baffled. I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought like the monkey, I thought like if he stood still, he would come up and take it. I didn't know because I caught him. I don't know how he ended up with my hat, but I was just, I didn't even know. I couldn't play the game right then. It was unlike anything I've ever seen. It's just, I don't know. My brain was shut off when that happened. It's trying to get revenge on the monkey, but you can't do anything because like if you grab him, then you lose your hat again. It was bizarre.
I need to look at the VOD. I don't know what I just heard.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I fell down waterfall star, and then I went to I dove towards the log again, and I caught the monkey, and he took my hat.
And then it was like after you got the hat back, you spent some time like kicking around near the monkey before you actually went back over to the log. That's the part that we were really confused about.
I don't know. I had to take out my frustration. I got a little close to him though, because I almost got it taken again. That would have been funny.
Yeah. Well, definitely GGs to both of you. Definitely wanted to ask, out of those runs, what were you most happy with that y'all think went well? Going ahead and starting with RockChalk.
I got Lava Boost both Fire Seas. Definitely the thing I'm happiest with because I've missed that like every race in this league. So those are pretty good.
Yeah, and those were some really, really clean lava boosts from both sides.
Yeah.
Especially, forget which race it was in, Punkay, but like, man, you were like, it was like near perfect movement. I think you were able to get like so far into the platform with the boost.
And on like that race, or
yeah, one of those last 2 races in Fire Sea.
Yeah. I do the new movement, and it's like if you do it pretty well, you make the cycle like super early. And even if you do it really sloppily, then you like make the cycle no problem. That's why I started doing it, and it's just like not very hard either. So I guess to answer your question, I guess it's like cool that I got in both of my races, like easy lava boost early Ellie's. But I think I screwed up the ending both times. Yeah, I screwed up the ending both times. It's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, that unfortunate miss on the red coin there. Well, GG's to both of our guys. Before we let them go, Doom Guy Fury, you have any questions for them?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, all right. GG's. Punkay, congrats on that semifinal spot. Definitely look forward to seeing that race live at Pace. And with that, that is all that we've got today on GSA. Stick around it's not stick around. Sorry, come back tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. We've got the third match between Equan and Lil Curbs. Already, like with that first match with Lil Curbs getting his first sub-hour time, like that every single match in that set is just going to be super, super hype. And at 9:30 EST, we've also got Cheese versus Toast Rider in our 70-star league. So that'll be a really, really exciting race, I'm sure. Hope that you guys can come around for those if you can. But if not, thanks so much for coming through today. Even if this was just your first race seeing on GSA, we're so happy to have you. And we hope you come back sometime. One last time, I'm Electric, Doom Guy Fury. It has been a pleasure coming with you.
Same to you.
And finally, one very final time, GG's to the runners. That's all. Peace out, everyone.